Yeah, the garden is the reception and the office is the chorus gardening ute.
Love it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love it.
Welcome to our office.
Welcome to Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus, a fresh approach to community service. Settle in, listen in, and enjoy the voices who bring you reflections, musings, and stories from our community.
Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Chorus Voices. I'm Dan Minchin.
And I'm Lou Forster.
So today, Lou, we're really trying to bring our listeners a bit of a sense of what it means to be in the community and particularly what it means to be in the local community. We talk a lot about community, but today we're trying to sort of capture the everydayness of it, which is both very sort of mundane in a way, but also very special.
Yeah, what it feels like to be connected to the people in your community, and what that looks like, feels like, and why it's important.
So Judith got on the road with a couple of chorus people and went visiting.
Here with Paul and John from the Carlisle gardening team, and we just had a big day out doing a few gardens this morning. What was that like?
That was pretty good, yeah. We're down at the city of Gosnells doing some gardening for a few of our customers.
Yes.
A lot of hedging, a lot of line trimming work, mowing.
Dealing with some grass.
Yeah, cleaning up.
Chatting to some customers.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, we got a couple of ginger beers from Gordon in Gosnells, so that was nice.
So what's it like, John? What do you like about gardening with Chorus?
I think the best thing, Ju, is helping the customers, our lovely customers, who are mostly senior. And I think it makes us all, as our gardening team goes dig in, and it doesn't feel like a job when you're doing that. So we have lovely connections with our customers, and I think we really, really enjoy it.
It's good to be outdoors as well. You get days like spring and autumn's beautiful. Summer's a bit warm, winter's a bit cold, but that's all good in the end. Helping all the customers, working with such a great, awesome team, an awesome company. Yeah.
We have it good in many different areas, so I think we're very lucky to work in such an environment.
And do you have special relationships with any customers, like the ones you keep coming back to? Any special?
We do. I think when we go somewhere, because sometimes we get a chance to have a little chat as well, so it's nice to see our customers come alive when they tell little stories about earlier in their lives. I really appreciate the opportunity to do that.
You think there's a bit of a community, and you kind of come back each time and you see the same people? And
we do some in Huntingdale. We've got the two lovely ladies that live next to each other. But they always do a morning tea, and they're very local, so all their neighbours know about us and all that sort of thing. I think as far as the local thing goes, because we work in many areas and we do most of our jobs in those areas each day. So I think word definitely gets around. We get approached quite a bit actually to have for other people who are not customers with Chorus to ask for lawn mowing,
lawn mowing.
General.
Can you come and mow my lawn? So
What happened today? I saw a guy come up to you.
It happened today, so we gave them the brochures, and there was a number there. Advised them to give her a call and see what we can do for them.
Lovely relationships with our customers, and once we've been there a few times, especially Paul and I have been around, Paul much longer than me, but been around for a while, so they can basically leave us to do what they know we will do. So we have great relationships, so it's something that's built up over time with us especially, and I think built up with our name, previously VTF as far as our garden goes, but Chorus now. We have lovely relationships with our customers.
Over the past 8 years, you get to know a few clients, and you come back. I've even been sitting down in the shopping centre and the clients walked up and sat down and we had a chat. This is on the weekend, and as John said, they'll even let you do the job when they're not there. So that's how much trust they have in our organisation, which is good. And it's all about helping people and getting that smiling face at the end. It's great. Livens their day up, and our day too.
That's right. Yeah. I guess because we have an hour from Woe to go to Woe, I should say. Sometimes we get there and we realise, we look at it and we think, well, there's more than 1 hour's work here if we really got into it, but we just try to make a dent every time, and now we've got the extra service. It's possible we can actually offer an additional service as well, so that's offers a little bit of flexibility, especially if we have time in our in our day. We'll definitely try, if we're there, we'll try to do as much as we can for our customers, for sure. So when we go out, there's usually two of us, such as Paul and myself, and then we get some resident volunteers. We've got our Di Murrays and Kevin Collins and Richard Pennies and so forth. And when they come out with us, we operate machines in general, and they will help us clean up. So it actually allows us to do a lot more work than we'd be able to do with just the two of us. And of course, with three, it kind of just increases our output generally. So we're very grateful to our volunteers, and we know it just helps our day, and in the end helps our customers greatly, I think.
And do you think the volunteers get something out of it too?
I think they do. We have quite an eclectic mix of volunteers, actually, don't we, Paul?
Yes, certainly do. Yeah, they come out, gain some skills, and we all have a good time. They look after us, we look after them, and as John said, the customer really values the help that the volunteers do, giving up their time and coming along and doing gardening. They're passionate about that as well, so it's all a win-win situation.
It is, isn't it? And it's very, we really respect the volunteers so much because they're purely giving up their time to help customers and to be with us, and they're very, very highly valued.
And some of them have been coming a long time, like Di and like Kevin. They've been doing it for years, haven't they?
They have. They're the guns, aren't they, Paul?
Yes, they've been here ever since I've been here, and I've been here 8 years. So, and there's Jim and Wanda who've been here many years before that.
18 years
18
actually.
Years,
I saw Jim last week. Yeah.
They did their last podcast actually. They were the stars of that.
Yeah. Actually, I spoke to Jim. We went to Jim's house last Friday, and he did mention that actually. Yeah. Actually, that was a lovely day. We had the Cannington ESC, 13 kids come out, and that was really nice. So we had a real garden blitz at Jim and Wanda's house. So they were very appreciative, of course. And Wanda came out and gave very generously a whole tray of lollies, and the kids were over the moon about that. So when we have days like that, when we have the schools and different volunteering groups and general volunteers coming out, it's a really nice day out. So they're always very welcome to come out with us.
I'm here with Margaret, and I can hear Toby out the back.
Yeah, no, he's in the laundry.
You've got Paul and John out the front doing your garden. So what are they doing out there?
Oh, they're just doing the general trimming of the hedge and anything I can't reach, So, because I like to do a bit of gardening myself, but I pay for it the next day, So,
it's looking pretty nice out there. So they're doing your hedge.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of hedge out there along the front and the...
That lantana it's a menace, So I think they are a weed, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But they keep it trimmed down for me, so it's all right.
Yeah, it looks like you've got quite a big garden out the back.
Yes,
well.
I have, yeah.
Do the gardeners come out and help with that? Or?
Yeah, he's been out there and trimmed a couple of things this morning, you know. Oh, I think they're very good. I think they're brilliant, you know.
Yeah, look, your house is really neat and tidy and lovely house.
So I think if you keep on top of it, you're all right, you know. But if you let it get up round you, it'd be terrible. But I'm a tidy person. I can't bear anything out of place, you know, so...
Yeah.
So
it's good to have a bit of help to keep the garden tidy.
I'm an independent son, so I don't like asking people. Not unless I'm really pushed, you know, so...
So what made you sort of get Chorus involved? Why did you
Well,
do that?
it was very funny, really, because the girl that lived in the house over the road, but she saw me one day struggling with the hedge out the front, and she came running over and she said, I think you're struggling there a bit, aren't you? You know, I said, oh, yeah, I'll get it done, though, you know. And she said, look, my mother's got the volunteer force, as it was then, you know, and they're very good. Would you like me to give their number to you, you know? And I said, oh, no, I'll try. So a lady came to the house and interviewed me, you know, and she didn't think I would get it because I said to her, it's just my back, I just can't do it like you. She said, oh, I don't think they'll help you, not just on a bad back. So I just forgot all about it, like, you know. And then the next thing I knew was they started coming. And they've been coming ever since, you know. So
yeah, it was nice that your neighbour looked out for you.
Vinca's little plants, these ones.
Ah.
In between the weeds, so they come out in all different colours.
A lot of pink ones around, aren't there?
A lot of pink ones. I put a few in home the other day and it's a cherry red colour with a black trim on it. So I've only needed a few, so I put in 40.
Goodness.
So it should be nice and colourful at home. Underneath my magnolia tree.
So you like a bit of gardening then, Paul?
Well, yes, it's good fun. A little bit of gardening.
John's just turning me out.
John's just got the line trimmer started and he's going to sort out some line trimming out the back, it looks like. Yep. All these PPE on and away he goes.
What about the roses? You going to deadhead the roses too?
The roses, yeah, we'll deadhead the roses. There's only a couple there, so we'll get them. Yeah, a little bit of fragrance there, though I'm not quite sure if they're a David Austin or what they are, but yeah, they're very lovely.
So basically we've got Vinca's, roses and geraniums in this garden.
Geraniums, mother-in-law's tongue.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, a little bit of wood chip in for like mulch. And a few little weeds that we're extracting from the garden bed.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, it's always good to help the client.
How long have you been working for Chorus for?
November will be 8 years. It was yesterday, it's gone that quick.
Yeah.
Probably because you enjoy doing what you do.
What's been a highlight for you?
It's an ongoing highlight, coming to work every day, going out, do the gardening and seeing the smile on the customer. Yeah, it's amazing how much everyone appreciates what we do and it's good fun. I guess that's why the time's gone so quick. And yeah, and plus with the team and that, we've got a great team here at Chorus, so it's all, everyone's pointed in the same direction. And it's great. Yeah, so I've recently downsized my house in the last 2 years and I've got no gardens at home, but I've got my 18 pots that I attend to daily.
So you keep it low maintenance at your place and then you come out and you do
Yeah, come out
gardens.
and do gardening, yes, it's great.
It's almost like you don't need your own garden because you get to like work on everybody else's. I'm here with Audrey and you got John and Paul out here doing your garden for you today.
They'll just wait a bit out the front, you know. I could used to be able to do it, but I'm nervous now to go out on my own in case I fall, if you know what I mean. Otherwise, I think, I should do a bit, but then again, if you fall, you're there. But I've got a thing there that I can take when I go outside.
Yeah, so what do they do for you in the garden?
Just weed it, yeah, because I get my lawns mowed and everything like that. Yeah, so, but, and it's very basic, I've got no fancy things in the garden. It's just sort of a routine thing.
It's quite a big garden though.
Yeah, 1/4 acre, yeah.
It's the old block size, isn't it? We had a 1/4 acre too when I was growing up.
Well, when my father-in-law bought 14 acres here.
Really?
And then he gave 4 sons 1/4 acre each. So we've been here ever since.
So how long have you been here?
Oh, probably about 70 odd years.
70?
Yeah, a long time, yeah. Yeah, but it's been good, Had a big family, had plenty of room for them to run and everything like that, which was good, yeah. So... But as I say, I'm a bit nervous to go out and do anything because in case I fall.
Because like you say, there's a lot to do, and I suppose if you don't get someone doing it, it makes it more likely that you might fall. Do you have particular plants that you really like out in your garden?
Not really now, because I used to plant flowers and things, annuals and everything like that, but not anymore, no.
A bit hard to look after?
Yeah, this is right. Yeah, you've got to keep them, fertilised and everything if you want them to grow nice. So I just go with what I've got now and leave it at that.
You've got some frangipanis, aren't there, I can see? And
Yeah. They're big. They just grow wild. And then that crepe myrtle down there, well, that's just about due to come out. It's just coming into flower, the crepe myrtle. It's quite pretty then.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, but I might get them to trim a mandarin tree there too. That's getting as far as they can go up, They don't get on ladders and that, so...
We know you don't want to be going up ladders, do you?
Yeah.
Do you go outside in your garden much and enjoy your garden?
Oh, yeah, but, when the weather's nice, I'll sit out the back here quite a lot. And then I'll go for walks around the garden and everything. I've got my walker out there. I always use that. Be safe, But other than that, well, I'm coping all right, because I've got the kids pretty close.
And what do you think about Chorus?
Yeah, they're very good, They come in and leave it lovely and neat and not again, so that's good. I don't have to worry then, do I?
Do you think you'd ever get help in the house as well, like cleaning in the house?
You can do if you want it, I've just been to the doctor this morning and that's what she said, And as I say, my daughter, she comes and does the floors on a Monday. Well, other than that, I do all my own washing and ironing and everything. So I'm pretty lucky.
That's definitely good to keep doing that if you can, isn't it?
Yeah, this is dead right. You've got to keep moving, that's for sure. Yeah.
It sounds like you've got a bit of community. You've got your daughters coming around, and what are your neighbours like? Are they?
Yeah, they're very good. She said if ever in the night I was nervous about anything, just to give her a ring, she wouldn't care. She said what time or anything, But no, I'm very lucky like that. Oh, I've been involved in cricket and football clubs where you make your friends and everything.
Thank you for the little chat.
Oh, that's all right. It's fun. It's good to have people to talk to.
So look, there's a snapshot of a typical morning for a chorus crew in a local area of Gosnells. What stuck out for you, Lou?
I loved hearing from Audrey and Margaret and how their hospitality when Judith went out was just, that to me speaks of community. And it reminded me of my nan and granddad's house where you couldn't get in and out without having a cup of tea and ideally, a slice of cake or something. So it's that real, come and break bread with me, come into my home, I'll make you feel welcome and I'm pleased to see you. That's what, it felt like for me.
Yeah, and another layer that made it sort of different from, on the face of it, gardening is work, it's manual work, but it was something a lot richer than that going on in the way that you could hear the guys talking about their day.
Yeah, I think, doing gardening for someone in their garden is a whole nother layer of fulfilment in your role, because lots of the guys and girls that work in our gardening team have horticulture or experience with the gardening work, but doing it for people is so much more different.
That's true, and I think from the audio we also picked up that sense of neighbourhood, and like I said, it's a sort of a single area, and the guys are obviously familiar with the area, and that sense of local is very much becoming central to what Chorus is all about. The way we want to move towards working is more and more Chorus people have a real smaller footprint that they work on, a smaller group of people that they get to know, and those connections that spring up when you work locally.
Well, we've got a few different experiments into this kind of work happening across Chorus, including one in the Mandurah area with our colleague Jane, has been working with, just like you said, a few people to see what difference we can make by working locally.
So Jane, tell me what's going on in Mandurah.
So we're involved in a really exciting project called Out and About, which is a pilot to identify ways to increase the social connections of older people who live in the area. Through the project, we've engaged with lots of local community groups, and one of them is Margarets Community Garden. They've recently received some funding to develop a herb garden, and they asked us if we knew of anyone who might be interested in getting involved. One of our coordinators, Lisa, recommended a gentleman that we knew of who was a keen gardener who was looking at how he might connect back in with his local community. We've planted the seed with him and are keen to see how this develops. Possibly we'll tell you about it in a future podcast. As we're chatting, I'm drinking a cup of coffee from my favourite mug, which has the quote, "A garden is a friend you can visit any time."
So thanks to Jane and Judith there for bringing us a bit more about this local theme. And I've been doing quite a bit of reading of late around the opportunity that lies before us to really strengthen not just communities and neighbourhoods, but whole societies based on being more local. So rather than being global and institutional, it's back to the people we know, the relationships we have, and our ability to live a lower carbon, socially richer and economically more prosperous life through the sort of local cells, if you like. And that might sound a bit grand, but kind of that's where this kind of goes if we're able to be successful.
And it feels good. We heard that today. So, it theoretically is good and it feels good. It's what we all gravitate towards.
So that's Chorus Voices for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have.
Me too. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks for listening to Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus. If you like our show and wanted to know more, check out our website at chorus.org.au. And please leave a review. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps others find us and enjoy the podcast as well. Join us next time for more inspiring stories and news from our community. Chorus, a fresh approach to community service.